What is going on, everyone? Welcome inside the Deuce Vodka pregame show. I'm Josh. This is Jay. We have got a very exciting day on our hands. You might have seen it on Twitter. You probably saw it on OilersNation.com if you've been to the website today. It is Clinchmas.
I hope you can hear this. It's a special time of season for all of us. And we're doing it. Third time, well, really, let's not count last year. Second time in what, 16 years? 15 years?
I don't
Since
know.
06?
Wait, 06. Third time.
Well, play-in tournament, they robbed the joy from
16,
it.
17.
Yeah, 16, 17.
Oh, that's the
this
one. Yeah. Just really basking in the moment.
I'm just, this is a special time, everyone. This is a special lunchtime episode, but this is special.
Yeah, a special afternoon episode of the Deuce Vodka pregame show. Pick up your Deuce Vodka, Sobeys and Safeway
We're hitting the
locations.
hook.
Oh, sorry.
There it is. That's what we waited for right there. Should I have fast forwarded so we didn't have to wait as long? Yes.
But, as you guys know,
Clinchmas, baby.
the Edmonton Oilers need 1 point, a single point tonight, and they will clinch their berth into the 2021 NHL playoffs. Jay, that means overtime, and they lose. We're still in, but it'd be nice to just throttle the Canucks tonight.
Yeah, this is past due. This should have happened, a month ago, but obviously Vancouver went through a very scary period, so we're happy that they're back on the ice.
Yep. Good story with the Canucks.
Great story of the Canucks. Glad that they're back. Players are well. But yeah, no, it's our time. Everyone, the rest of the league's got to go through Vancouver and just rack up the points, and we haven't. We've had the tougher schedule.
Oh, big time.
So yeah, no, let's go into Vancouver and let's clinch the mass.
And a
Clinchmas.
And a situation that we were not in earlier in the season is that all the other teams essentially, or we have a game in hand against.
Down.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's in my kitchen.
We had a game, or we now have a couple games in hand against most of the teams in our division. We have 2 games in hand against Toronto. Obviously, Vancouver's in a different situation because they have so many games left to play, and we're going to play Vancouver a lot over the next week and a half here. But yeah, lots to talk about with Clinchmas. We will get to that. Let's start off, Jay, with our good, bad, and oily from last game. Jay, Battle of Alberta. Let's start with your good.
My good, this is personal. I had a great betting night.
Oh, yeah.
That was the game that we all deserved for the betting. That, my betting advice on the Thursday translated to the Saturday. I doubled down on that. Very good betting night.
My good will be, listen, I'll get to this in my bad, but my good will just be Connor McDavid because I believe he had another good night. Did he not?
He did. That was going to be my oily, but I'll switch it. He just oiled out another 3 points. Like
Literally.
It ain't no thing.
And then my bad will be me. I'm bad because I barely watched I barely watched the game.
Accountability here, folks.
Because of the fact that we'll get to it in my oily, but if you had the chance to tune into the brand new Oily Boys Intermission Extravaganza, I was dealing with so many different tech stuff behind the scenes and trying to get the stream sorted out that I barely watched the game. Like literally at one point, I looked up from my computer and it was the third period and I was like, dang, I have no idea what's going on in this game. Like zero clue.
All in the name of content.
All in the name of content. So my bad is me, Jay.
My bad is we made that game way closer than it needed to be. If it wasn't for that power last 2 minutes of empty netters, bets, a lot of people's bets would have been destroyed.
Yep.
We were shot out of a cannon the first 10, 12, 13 minutes of that game. I thought Connor was going to have 7 points.
Big time.
I'm like, this guy is unstoppable. Then we fell asleep. So that was my bad. We took a nap.
Actually, my good should have been Darnell Nurse going bar down on an empty netter. But we don't know if it was bar down. We were talking about this earlier.
I heard post.
Down?
I heard post. You know what? When they write about this and we read it, hundreds of years from now, That was a bar down.
That was a bar down goal to send the Oilers to the promised land. Yeah. My Oily will be the Oily Boys Intermission Extravaganza. First time we ever did it, we had some great engagement. We gave away some prizes. If you didn't have the chance to tune in on Saturday night, we gave away a $30 Nation gift card on our stream. Yeah. We gave away a free box of Oodle Noodle. So if you are going to be watching the game on Saturday night against the Vancouver Canucks, once again, me, Cooomzy, and Wanye will be going live during the intermissions, giving away some prizes, and just talking about the game. So Oily Boys Intermission Extravaganza is my Oily from last game.
It's entertaining. I was chiming in. It was good. A lot of commentary in there. It was so good to see a lot of citizens in there having some fun. So that was great. My Oily, I kind of already alluded to it, so I need to come up with just Connor just oiling out 3-point performances like it's going out of style.
Yep.
But if I was going to say Oily, you know what? Ryan McLeod, he is just oiling his way into my heart.
Yeah.
That guy.
Just sliding in there.
Just sliding right in there. Like, what? He has given me nothing to not like about him.
Literally. Like, I don't remember who said it this morning, but I heard someone reference a comment that Dave Tippett had about Ryan McLeod. And man, Tip loves this guy. Like, Tip has full and complete confidence about lining him up anywhere, 1 through 4, on the wing, up the middle, against any line matchup with another team. Like, he loves Ryan McLeod.
So I've got a minor source.
Sources.
A source is, and this one plays in the AHL and played against Bakersfield.
Oh, okay.
And his scouting report is that McLeod is the best Condor.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was the toughest one to play against. He was the best player on the ice. So that's the guy. Yep. And now he is with the big club, and he is just oiling his way into our hearts.
And that will give us a good opportunity here to jump into our lines. As always, if you haven't yet, jump in, be a part of the conversation. I'm monitoring the Facebook comments right now, so send me in some hot takes on Facebook, your thoughts on tonight's game. Kyler Kotick says Connor with a 5-piece tonight. Oof. We talked about this earlier. We'll talk a little bit more about it in our betting, but man, I have no idea what to expect with tonight.
It's weird.
It's weird. A weird game. But let's talk about the lines first. McDavid, Draisaitl, Yamamoto, they're going to stick together, we think. Oilers have not taken the ice yet for a morning skate, so we have no idea what the lines are, but we're just going to assume probably the same from last game. We're not going to touch on this too much because we have no idea, but we can assume McLeod, Nugent-Hopkins, Puljujärvi, Haas, Archibald, and Cahoon, Shore, Chason, and Neal, and then the defensive pairings will stay the same with Chris Russell still injured, Kulikov and Larson on the second pair. Jay, obviously still priority would be on winning these games, but opportunity now, especially if the Oilers win tonight, to experiment down the road here, which is something that we've seen out of Dave Tippett already with these line combinations.
Yep, keep toiling. We got to find out who, like we don't have, actually, Jujhar might be back this week, which is...
Jujhar could be back,
I just really hope, they're taking it very serious, and that he can come back, because we need that guy in the playoffs. Like, I'm fine with him taking the whole week off.
Yeah.
But...
and I'm sure they're going to be taking the precautions.
And of course they are. So the fact that, they're saying he can be back, that's a good thing. That just shows, he went through some tough things, but it wasn't maybe as crazy as we thought if he can come back this soon. So that's a positive. So... But yeah, no, it's good to toil. See what we got. Try some new matchups, because if we're down in a game, we need to blend it up. It's good to know kind of what kind of shots and clubs we have in the bag. So I think it'll be fun to see kind of what comes up. I'm assuming Gregor made mention that we might see Bouchard this week.
I was going to mention that as well. Yeah.
Which a lot of us are just dying to see him back on the ice.
Yep.
We miss Dad. Father's Day coming up. It's only 6 weeks away.
Mother's Day first, though.
Mother's Day first.
Next Sunday. Yamamoto will break the drought tonight. That's what Matthew says.
I hope so.
Brad says Leon's going off tonight, 2 goals and an apple. Robert King clinching tonight, I hope. Oh, yeah. Chris Wren says Leon has been quiet. I feel he is going to crush it in the playoffs. And we even saw in 16-17 during that playoff run. I know that he was already having, but that seemed like it was almost his coming out party.
That's where I'm like, holy shit! There's some superhumanness to him, because he just because he used his body, all of a sudden he just became this physical presence on the ice.
He's the power forward, skilled grinder.
Yeah, so I was like, whoa. So that's where my respect for Leon Draisaitl really got solidified.
Yeah. Sean Jones says, once we're clinched, how fun would it be to see Bouchard, Broberg, and Holloway in a game? Obviously unlikely, he says. Yeah, we're not going to see Holloway this year, which it will be fun, but we won't see Holloway. No. Likely. See, I think with the way the rules work, if they do end up playing Broberg, we're going to talk a little bit more later on about him. I think if they do end up playing Broberg in any of these remaining games, I believe that burns a year of his ELC. Or
Well,
or is it 8 games?
No, because with that's only CHL players where you can manage the contracts like that.
Oh.
So once you sign a Euro player, it doesn't matter if you send him back to Sweden, that burns a year.
So since they signed him, since he's this is for year 1 of his ELC.
Yep.
Okay, so they can and I think that since he's on the taxi squad now, I believe they have 2 or 3 more call-ups for the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. But if they take him off the taxi squad onto the active roster during the regular season, that counts as a call-up. So they could just be putting him on the taxi squad and wanting to get him in good. Like, obviously, I'm not going to say he's not in game shape, but we know that because of some injuries he was battling with, he hasn't played a ton of hockey over the last 4 months. Mm-hmm. So they might just be running him with the taxi squad and then hoping to use him as black ace come playoff time, which is likely the situation. So I would doubt we're going to see Broberg in a playoff game, or doubt we're going to see Broberg in a regular season game. Yeah. Bouchard, we will. He's going to play.
All the way, certainly not.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's good management. That's asset management.
Gary says McLeod opens his first Clinchmas Prezi tonight in a goal. So McLeod opens his first Clinchmas present tonight, and it's a goal.
I love it.
That would be nice.
I want to try to bet it. If anyone knows a book that has McLeod to score, I'm on 2 different books right now, and none of them have him. I would love to bet on him to score.
So this will tie into our Merry Clinchmas headline. Matthew Wozniak, the Woz says 7-1 Edmonton demo derby tonight. Gary Blaney says the Clinchmas gaunch is hung by the chimney with care, boys. Indeed it is. Matthew says stopped listening to Oilers now to watch you guys. Nation all the way. Heck yeah.
Respect.
Nation, baby. We're doing it different. We're not trend setting. We're the new wave.
We're just real.
We're just real.
I'm literally drinking a coffee while we do that. That's how real as it gets. Why? Because I'm tired. I'm tired today, folks. I don't know why.
We already shot some noodle content today.
Yeah, we shot a noodle video today. It's been a day.
We're having a Monday right now. Okay. Let's talk more about clinching tonight. What do you expect out of tonight's game?
Could you dub that Christmas video we made to say Clinchmas the night before puck drop?
The night before puck drop. Oh, I probably could.
Oh, maybe.
The one that we
maybe
did.
We could repurpose it. Yeah, with the
one that
Barry
we did with
crew.
Marvin Berry crew. Yeah, I could probably find a way.
Okay.
I got a nice Clinchmas video coming out.
Of course you do. Of course.
I got something in the works here.
Okay.
That's gonna come out once they clinch. So it could come out tonight.
Yeah.
Could come out tomorrow. We'll see. It's likely gonna come out tonight. So.
All right. Anyways, I totally derailed.
No. It's okay. What do you expect? Obviously, we talked pre-show that this is a weird game.
Weird. Yeah, it's weird. You know what though? Yeah, we also talked about them just like being shot out of a cannon. I think you're right. I think tonight's is a beatdown. I think it is.
Yeah, the Canucks are in a weird spot right now. There's a bunch of weird stuff going around with the Canucks.
Yeah, and we'll park that.
Yeah.
I just the Oilers want to clinch.
Yeah, they do.
They want that X beside their name. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. They also want to solidify home ice. So bank some points. So I expect a very spirited effort.
You think the over? The over?
Over's it's a factor of do we think Vancouver will score against us? I'm assuming Mikko's starting tonight.
Nope, Smith's starting tonight.
I thought they're going to give Smith maybe tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure Smith's starting. I'll look. I'll see. Well, actually, no. I could look anywhere. We'd have no idea.
Yeah, we don't.
One of the two. One of the two is starting.
One of the two goalies confirmed.
I think they might start Smith tonight, and then I think they might actually just not dress him tomorrow, and then I think Stalock might back up Koskinen tomorrow. I honestly think they might do that.
Oh.
Just to give Smith the night off completely. Okay. Just so he just hangs out at not the hotel. I guess he would sit in the press box. But I just think they might give him the night off completely. But sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. So it's a question of how many goals do we think Vancouver can score against us? Because is Edmonton going to score 6 goals? Well, Waz thinks so maybe.
Yeah.
But is Vancouver going to get 1 or 2? Like that tells me, so it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
It's tough. Overs are tough. I love overs. I love betting overs. But I don't like betting over under period. But if I do, I like betting over.
If we are betting the total, we're definitely part of the overs club. Look at Jeffrey says should be drinking Nation beer.
That's after we clinch.
Yes, for Jay. Gary says Oil will bring the hammer early for Jujar.
I think so.
For Jujar.
Oh. Well, Like, let's talk about like the first period. Like, Connor was gonna have 1,000,000 points in that game, and just like we were buzzing.
Yeah.
If we bring any element of that against Vancouver, I just feel like we're just gonna put up a lot.
Speaking of starting goalies, I don't know if you saw this. This is kind of totally off topic here, Jay. Michael Hauser is starting for the Buffalo Sabres tonight, and this is kind of one of those situations where he's a 10-year AHL guy.
Oh, that's a feel-good story.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 31 or something, and he's been in the AHL for 10 years, and he's getting his first NHL start tonight.
Who are they playing?
They're playing New York. So that's a good story coming out of Buffalo.
That might just be a flyer warm and fuzzy bet on Buffalo.
Buffalo. Just a good vibe bet.
Just a good vibe bet. Sometimes the hockey gods reward that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So you bet with them.
So if you're looking to have a little fun elsewhere across the National League tonight, take a look at Buffalo. Take a look. Oilers, looks like we got Braden Holtby confirmed, and they have Mike Smith, according to DFO, in the slot right now, but it's unconfirmed. So I think it'll be Smith starting tonight, and then I think they'll give him the night off tomorrow. That's what I think they should do. Okay. But Brad says Neon Nation bombs for Clinchmas. Hopefully we'll see a couple of those tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Run, we should talk about this. Can we give Smith a shout-out for his savage comments on the Flames after the win?
That should have been my good.
That should have been the good.
You want to talk about savage. That was savage, and I love it.
Yep.
But that's the thing. That feeds, like, that's playoff energy right there. Like, it's a war out there. Like, that's why, those are the elements I love so much about Mike Smith.
Mike Smith's just a classic goalie. I know we always talk about how, like, goalies are a little bit weird, but Mike Smith is just, like, a beauty.
I honestly think so.
He's just a beauty. He might be one of my favorite Oilers right now, just because, like, his vibe. He's just got a vibe to him.
He's so like, when we win the game, when the final buzzer sounds, like, he is so happy. I wish I could be in the building, because I bet you he's letting out a roar.
Oh yeah, it's just like it's game 49 of a game like 48 or whatever of a 56-game season. You're playing against your arch rivals. You're pumping them. The game essentially means nothing. And Josh Archibald scores an empty net goal, and Mike Smith is circling into the corner, like fist bumping, fired up, like screaming. Like, this guy's just he's a champion.
He's a champion. He deserves it all. He deserves it all. Let's go get it for him.
Mike Gronsky says Edmonton -1.5 at +128 on it.
I don't think you have a choice. It's like the odds are so gross tonight. That's the thing. It forces you to do some weird stuff.
It does. It forces you to play the props.
Props are fun.
Props are fun, and it also forces you to look at, like, extended puck lines, extended overs, because, like, you want to chase the juice.
So chase the juice. Because -200. -200 means if you bet 200,
you would make 100 back.
You win, so it's 1.5 to 1. It's still not like you just have to bet a lot. It forces you to bet a lot.
Yeah, Oilers money line not the play tonight. Oilers in reg could be a play.
Oilers in reg, it juices it up a little bit.
Juicy puck line. Linda says that comment was the best. That will lead us into our Deuce Vodka player modes. Jay, kind of tough because we don't know lines for sure. We have an idea of lines, but we don't know them for sure. Obviously, we know the players that are playing. Yeah. So go ahead, Deuce Vodka.
So, delicious Deuce Vodka player mode.
Yeah. We're going to get some.
Actually, I'm going to get some. I will do a Neon Nation bomb, actually, is what I'm going to do for our clinch episode tomorrow.
Oh, you'll do it? Because we actually did promise about this.
I'll do Bearded Brad, you're my spirit animal tomorrow. I will do a Neon Nation bomb to celebrate Clinchmas, the clinching of Clinchmas.
Don't forget to pick some up.
I will pick some up.
I'll text you tonight.
At a Sobeys liquor store.
Yep.
In Alberta.
So
I want, here's the thing. It's Clinchmas. It's looking very good like we're making the playoffs. I'm really starting to feel 99.97%, I believe Money Puck has that. So I'm starting to feel really good about it. So I'm not going to worry about making a Deuce Vodka player mode around that.
Okay.
I am focused on one thing. Well, actually two things. But most importantly, this one. The mixed entry. So for my delicious Deuce Vodka player mode, I want Connor McDavid to just stay in oily mode.
Yep.
Just keep getting those 3-point nights. Because what does he have to do? He has to do...
How many points does he have now?
He has to do 13 points in 7 games. If he can get 3 points tonight, then that's 10-6. Like, the math just keeps getting better and better and better. And I want Connor to get 100 points. That is a statement.
Yep.
Stay oily, Connor. Stay oily.
I am going to call this the Deuce Vodka team mode. And I want the team. I know that this era in this generation is completely past us, Jay, but I feel like there's almost a little bit of lingering of it because we sometimes bring it up. There's a little bit of fear. Not fear, but like it's always just in the back of our minds. I feel like tonight, if we can clinch as a playoff team with this many games left to play, as the number 2 team in our division, it is officially rest in peace decade of darkness. Because I know after the 16-17 playoff run, we lapsed back in. All of a sudden, we just kind of it was like we were back in that time again. And then last year, before the shutdown happened, we were one of the best teams, and then we had to play in this stupid play-in tournament. NHL screwed us, and we had to play the stupid Chicago Blackhawks, and then ended up getting pumped.
And we just didn't show up.
We just didn't show up. But tonight, the number 2 team in the division, we've been absolutely scalding hot over our last 30, 35 games. Rest in peace, decade of darkness, forever. Like, this is it. If we clinch...
RRIP.
Like, RRIP. Like, it's done. It is done. This is a new era of Edmonton Oilers hockey.
Oh, this is
so
good. We need this.
I am calling this rest in peace forever, decade of darkness, Deuce Vodka team mode.
There is so many of us Oilers fans that have this handbag that we carry around.
So much baggage.
Full of decade of darkness thoughts and just kicks to the nuts.
Just absolutely
year after
knockers.
we carry that around, and it's just like the good things happen, but the fact that that bag is in your hand doesn't make you like think it's real. Well, you're right. I think it's time that we can let go of the bag.
You said it perfectly. It almost feels like still, even though we are so good, it just doesn't feel real almost.
Waiting for the other shoe to drop, but you know what? It's real. The window is open. It's open, people.
Beautiful day in YEG.
Beautiful day in YEG. The window is open.
That's it.
That's a great player mode. Great player mode.
Rest in peace,
Vodka,
DOD.
Boss Brett Kissel, you should be proud of this one today.
Thank you, Brett. I love you. I hope we get to meet Brett Kissel.
Check out his. He is doing streaming a free concert from his farm.
No way.
Yeah, super cool. Check that out.
We should probably MC the event. I don't know why we would.
That would be unreal.
Maybe we could do a small song before it starts off. I know some Brett Kissel songs. I love Brett Kissel. He's our boss.
You want to be the opening act?
Yeah, I would like to open for the show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And do a cover of one of his songs.
I will play the triangle or some cowbell.
Yep, we can make this happen. Yeah. I imagine that Brett Kissel would indeed watch our show.
Yeah, I bet you. I would be shocked if he's seen a second or two.
Maybe 1 or 2 seconds. So, Brett, if you're watching right now, I'd like to open for your show. Kyler Kotick says, Jersey for Clinchmas episode with the Nation Bomb. We got to do it. We bailed on it last Saturday.
Okay, so this is what's happening, folks. I'm a big reminder guy.
This guy has more reminders than anyone I've seen in my entire life.
Bring Jersey to work day.
The other day when I was using his computer to do one of these streams, he said to me specifically, do not close my reminders or else I will forget. And
there's a lot going on in here, so I got to put it in here.
There's a lot. Brad says, can't wait to see Jay do a Neon Nation bomb. Braden says McDavid needs to enter Sam Gagne mode and come out with 8 points. Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
Oh, unreal.
Chris Wren says Chiarelli years pretty much end after this season. Gary says, I want to put my Decade of Darkness bag in a bus depot locker and lose the key forever.
Yes.
And Gary, that is tonight. That is tonight.
That is tonight.
We should
Get rid of that bag.
Tomorrow. Sorry, go ahead.
We should have a virtual bag burning ceremony.
I was literally just about to say we should have a small ceremony on tomorrow's show. Yeah. If indeed we do clinch tonight, tomorrow's show will be strictly a celebratory, rest in peace, DOD forever ceremony show. Jerseys, Neon Nation bombs, good vibes. Good vibes only. Okay. And even if we lose tonight, still good vibes.
So I'm just still setting this reminder. Jeez.
I'm going to jump into our next headline here. And please, while we are, send in your questions. We're going to get to them all. I'm monitoring Facebook right now. Ask us questions about the Decade of Darkness, Oilers hockey, Clinchmas, this lineup, who we expect to see playing over the next few days. Please send us in some questions, and let's jump into Philip Broberg while Jay is doing that. Philip Broberg is an interesting take right now. We can't figure this out. Is he done his quarantine already? Because he's coming from Sweden, so he'd have to do 14 days, we think. But I thought I saw pictures of him skating with the taxi squad, so unless he's already been here for 2 weeks, we don't know. Yeah. But either way...
Do you know?
Can you please let us know? Does anyone have a source?
Yeah, I'll text Gregor. He'll know.
Yeah, Gregor will know, but... we think he's here, or maybe he's on his way here. Or
I don't know where he is. I'm going off of what Josh is. He's my source.
I have no idea.
There's my secret.
I'm your source?
Josh is
You
my
need
source.
better sources.
I'll go to the dog park today and see if I can find him.
He could be there.
I know Broberg rolls with, he rolls with Larson. He was staying with Larson last time he was here.
Yep.
I don't know if Larson, I haven't seen Larson.
Those
at the dog
Swedes,
park.
man. I tell you.
All abs.
I'm a Swede.
All abs.
So.
Oh, really?
I'm Swedish, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You gotta get the Scandinavian look and vibe.
Do I?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I don't think we'll see Broberg in a regular season game, and I don't think we'll see him in a playoff game unless there's an injury. But I don't know. Maybe we could see him in a regular season game. Who knows? Maybe in game 56. But I don't freaking know.
We'll have to do some. Well, we have to do some load management.
Load management for sure. We're entering Kawhi Leonard mode. What a bum. Send in some questions. We're going to get to them right now. Matthew says, when's your next big guest on Oilers Nation or Real Life? Both awesome podcasts. Thank you, Matthew. I'm not on either of them, but Jay
Thank
is.
you. We're working on some. We should have some coming up soon, especially after we clinch. So I'll have to talk to your Remchuk because I always put pressure on him to get guests. And then what happens is I do that, and then all we have is guests.
Yeah.
So we got to find that balance.
Good, because
we're always like all or none.
People love the banter on Real Life because you guys just go off the rails and you talk about.
Well, and it's good when you get a guest on and they join in the banter, and that's when a guest episode will turn into a 2-hour.
Yeah.
Because they're in on it, and we're just like, this is too much fun, and we just go all in, and it gets really, really long, but it's a lot of fun.
Disc golf coming soon.
Disc golf
Coming
this summer. Stay tuned.
Oh wow, my dad has chimed in on the chat. Reminder, Josh, get some Nation gear for Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is indeed coming up. Mom, I'll get you a Nation gear shirt. And
Well, which one would you want? Oh shoot,
I don't know. Mom,
I'll be right back.
Mom, which Nation gear shirt would you want? In fact, Jay needs to show off one of the new Nation gear shirts we have. Just about lost his microphone.
Oh.
Here it is, the Dynamic Duo T. That thing is slick.
It is. Oh, geez, gotta get a lower
Very
for the camera.
nice.
Very nice. I was gonna wear it, but I'm gonna save it for probably tomorrow. Fun fact.
No, tomorrow's Jersey Day. Gosh.
Thank God I got a
You set the
reminder.
reminder.
Should have worn it today, I guess.
Should have worn it today. Okay. Mike Ronsky says to score a goal in the game. McDavid minus 105, Draisaitl plus 105. Which one's scoring? McDavid or Draisaitl?
Well, I think they're both scoring, so just get the juice, get the plus odds with Dry. McDavid's setting him up, obviously.
Chris Run says, are we expecting Broberg to be equivalent to Quinn Hughes? He'll be better. I don't imagine that Broberg will be dashed 35 in his fourth year.
He won't be as offensive, I think, as Quinn Hughes. Who knows? The guy can skate.
Quinn Hughes is dashed 30 this year. He's going to win the green jacket.
Yeah, give him time. Well, he's playing on the Canucks, so give Quinn Hughes time.
But who was it? Quinn Hughes was saying that, or no, it was Canucks fans 2 years ago that were saying that Elias Pettersson was going to be better than McDavid. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the issue with Pettersson is he can't stay healthy. He doesn't have the frame.
He's so good though.
He's so Elias Pettersson is next level, not from this planet, but he just can't stay healthy. He doesn't have the frame to be a hockey player, and that's just unfortunate.
He probably could be a killer tennis player, I bet.
Oh, I bet
He's so good at. Do you like tennis?
Oh yeah, I like tennis.
I like tennis. Tennis is fun.
Yeah, big Federer fan over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What is it about Federer?
It's just this is gonna sound weird. There's two. He plays the game with such grace.
Yeah,
in the sense of he just all of his movements just look beautiful. It's beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
And then also he does the one-handed backhand.
Yeah.
Which no one does, and it's just a rocket, and it's accurate, and just how he covers the court, that's why he's able to play for as long as he can, because he's so efficient, and he's such a marksman,
and he just seems like such a classy guy.
Yeah,
then on the opposite spectrum of that, I'm a Joker guy. I like Djokovic. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I think he's funny.
Yeah,
he's funny.
He's a talent. He's a talent. He rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, he got in some hot water there at the beginning of the quarantine when he hosted a tennis tournament.
Yeah, and everyone got COVID.
And everyone got COVID.
Yeah,
so yeah, Joker, figure it out. But yeah, I'm a Joker, right? Or what's his name? The Aussie, Nick Kyrgios. He's funny.
No.
Yeah, he's funny.
No.
He's such a clown though. It's funny.
Oh man.
Tennis talk.
You wouldn't want that guy if he was a hockey player. You wouldn't want that guy on your team.
Is he Taylor Hall?
he'd be a cancer for sure.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
He's a cancer to the sport of tennis, but he's funny. You gotta have. Listen, you can't have all heroes. There has to be some villains.
Yeah.
Same as the NHL. There has to be a couple villains to keep it interesting, and he is that for tennis.
Okay.
Or Denis Shapovalov. Do like Shapo.
Oh, of course,
Canadian.
Canadian.
Guy.
Yeah.
We should play tennis this summer. Sure. I like tennis. Sean says hopefully he'll actually play defense, referencing Broberg in equivalent to what Quinn Hughes can't, as he's dash 23 with 3 goals this season. So yeah, Quinn Hughes struggling. Send in a few more questions here. We'll jump into some betting talk while we wait for them to roll in. Already covered the betting a little bit. As we mentioned, the odds tonight are terrible. No matter where you're looking, odds are terrible. Minus 208 on the money line for the Oilers. If you want to take them on the spread, also known as the puck line, minus 2.5 is only plus 235. Oilers and Reg is minus 128. Vancouver and Reg is plus 280. If I wasn't an Oilers fan, I would look at that and be like, a few shekels wouldn't.
That is juicy.
That is juicy.
Take the Sabres and Reg. There's a good story there.
Sabres and Reg. Yes, I agree. Michael
there you go.
Hauser.
So you take Oilers. This is how you make money.
Okay.
Oilers money line at minus 200.
Yeah.
Or you could go in regulation.
Or Reg, yeah.
And then parlay that with Buffalo.
Do you want me to? Here, I'll line it up right now, and I'll tell you what it is. So if you want to take the Oilers and Reg at minus 128, and you want to money line it,
we're betting with the goalie gods here.
We're betting with the goalie.
There's a good story there. Good stories sometimes pay off.
Oh my gosh, Buffalo and Reg is plus 375.
Ooh, there. That's how you make the Oilers better.
So if you, oh my gosh, okay, this is the play. This is actually the play. So if you took the Oilers and Reg and Buffalo and Reg and money line and parlayed them, $10 would win you $75.
Woo-wee!
That is money in the bank.
So that is low risk, high return. That is a good place.
That is good betting.
So that's gonna be my fun bet of the night.
Fun bet of the night. Maybe you want to throw in another. Let's throw in another team in there.
Now you're getting greedy. Now you're messing with. You can't. You're messing with the balance.
That's how I am.
Yeah. So it's just the two.
Take New Jersey. New Jersey and Reg plus 325.
Oh God.
$10 would win you 350.
Yeah, his odds are. Yeah.
That would be so juicy. That'd be so nice. Waz says, facts, Josh, agreeing with me when it comes to you need some villains. He said, NHL needs a Conor McGregor. Who's the Conor McGregor of the NHL? Like, he does have a lot of fans, but some people hate him. Kind of an electric factory, big personality, has a career outside of the game. Because you know how like he has his Irish, what's his?
Proper 12.
Proper 12, which apparently he just sold like a majority stake in for $600 million. Which makes no sense.
Oh, jeez. Who is the villain? Oh, I got
who's the Conor McGregor of the NHL? Let us know.
Because like,
what do you guys think?
We would naturally think like Matthew Tkachuk, but I'm like, but that's just like on the ice. You don't really see him off the ice.
I almost want to say Evander Kane a little bit. If you watch, Barstool did like a tour of his Vegas penthouse apartment a few years ago, and it was just ridiculous. But I would almost say Evander Kane, but also not, because Evander Kane like never really was like the pinnacle of the sport. You know what I mean? Because at one point, Conor McGregor was the face of UFC and the face of boxing, which made no sense when he fought Mayweather.
Yeah.
So, Chris Run says Bergeron. Bergeron's too good of a guy.
He's too good of a guy.
Yeah. Bergeron's too good of a guy to beat McGregor. Gary Blaney says Sean Avery. I agree with the personality perspective of it, but Sean Avery was never really the face of the league and was never good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Normally, faces of the league aren't like,
good enough.
That's like a boxing thing where like that type of person comes out. I guess maybe in some other, like in basketball.
Kyler Kotick agrees with me for sure. Evander Kane. Waz thinks it's Ovechkin in his early days. Maybe Ov, because he's more of a public figure when it comes to the NHL.
I remember when Washington played in Edmonton. And Ovi left the blue line very, like, there was probably still another, 15 seconds of the national anthem, the Canadian national anthem. And so he got booed.
Oh, frick. I don't like to hear that. I'm an Ovi guy. Actually, here's a good one. Chris Run says Brad Marchand.
Oh, yeah.
It actually probably is Brad Marchand. That's a good one. I think that's it.
Yeah, he's very vocal.
Yes.
You see him on Twitter. He's always murdering guys on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Brad Marchand. Brad Marchand is the Conor McGregor of the NHL.
Yeah.
But I like Conor McGregor, and I hate Brad Marchand. So, you a UFC guy? Do you watch UFC?
I've been watching more during the pandemic.
You're going to watch the Jake Paul fight? Or no, Logan Paul. Logan Paul
probably.
versus Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb. Okay, let's wrap up the show, Jay. Anything else you want to say?
Well, we got to talk. We didn't. Well, we talked about our oil. That's our oily parlay. That's
Oh,
an oily
yes,
parlay.
the oily
Not
parlay.
oily boys parlay. 'Cause that's Baco and Oilers. But
quickly touch on a couple of prop bets.
I think you just got to keep on betting on McDavid getting over 2.5 points. Why? Because I bet you in those last 5 games, 4 of them he's gotten over 2.5 points.
Yeah.
And he's on the quest for a McCentury, so we need some. I want to bet on that happening. So his odd it's going down. He used to be in the 400s, and now it's plus 330.
It's crazy that he had 10 points in 4 games, and he was second star of the week in the NHL. 10 points in 4 games, second star. But you can't give him the star every week.
No.
Yeah, still no odds for Ryan McLeod here to score a goal.
No, we'll find
Who
him.
else is
It'll
juicy?
pop up.
I feel like Cahoon's going to score tonight.
And then if Yamamoto is paired up on the top line, at some point it's got to click. Him over 1.5 is plus 330. That's always nice. I don't see him over a point. Why wouldn't they have him over a point?
McDavid to score 2 goals at plus 500. That's not bad.
That's juicy.
That's juicy. That's pretty good.
That is
It's juicy, but it's also 2 goals is
like,
not.
but once again, like tonight, just like I'm just gonna put a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, see if something hits. It's scratch ticket night.
It is a good night to just keep the vibes in the right place, no matter if it's on the money line, Oilers and Reg, or on the extended puck line. It's a good night to take the Oilers to win just for the good vibes because it is indeed Clinchmas.
Clinchmas.
All right, enjoy the game tonight. This is the Deuce Vodka Nation pregame show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sending in your questions. Exciting game on hand tonight. Oilers versus Canucks. They're playing out on the West Coast, 8 o'clock puck drop. We will be back tomorrow, hopefully in jerseys and hopefully crushing, well, Jay will be crushing Neon Nation bombs. And, yeah, rest in peace, Decade of Darkness tonight.
Throw that handbag away. We don't need it anymore.
You're done.
It doesn't have a purpose. We have nothing to put it in anymore.
Nothing.
I'm sorry if it's the Louis Vuitton. You spent a lot of money on it.
Ooh.
Still got to get rid of it.
Yes. Enjoy the game tonight. We will see you tomorrow.